the thing about being in Santiago is that it's like a for real city. When I was in Mendoza, it was kind of like small town vibes. And if I walked around doing something like this, it was just so odd for the people there. And they would just stare. What's great about being in a really big and busy city is people don't got time to stare at your ass. It's kind of cool because there's so many people and there's so much noise. Nobody's got time to like really wonder what the fuck you're doing. Plus, I'm probably like the least strangest thing that you will see in the city. Lots of crazy shit in this city, so I'm not standing out quite as much. I wanted to say what's up to all the new people that subscribe to my channel and all of you who said some really cool stuff in the comments. I don't really know where you came from or how you found the video of me eating empanadas, but I'm very grateful for that. I just started this like a month ago, so I'm not really expecting any kind of growth or, not really expecting to get a lot of engagement, but the few of you guys that found the video and commented, you seem to dig it, and yeah, that's awesome. So I hope you, stick around because I plan to keep doing this. I know what's going on. Like not only is it a crazy place with a lot going on, I don't speak the language, so I really have no idea what's going on. I guess if you're just popping in and you don't know what the hell's going on, my name is Curt. My wife and I left the United States. We left our apartment in Denver back in November of 2024, and then we started traveling, and we were traveling in the States first, and then we left the States and have been traveling abroad ever since. Fruit stands. Yeah, Santiago, walking around. It's a little, I'm trying to not say the word chilly when describing the temperature here. It's brisk, all right? We'll go with that one. I think my body's just all fucked up from jumping from climate to climate that it doesn't know how to handle it, and I haven't become acclimated to cold weather. I'm walking fast for two reasons. I'm hungry. I want to hurry up, get to where my wife's at, and I'm also trying to warm myself up. I'll tell you, it is pretty interesting trying to minimize the amount of Google Maps or Safari, any kind of app that obviously needs data, trying to really minimize how much of that I use, because I was on a Google Fi phone plan and I had unlimited data abroad. It was sweet. And then they decided to suspend it because I was out of the States for too long. I guess you have to be in the United States in order to keep that unlimited data plan, which is it's weird, right? They sell you this data plan that is so you can travel to 200 different countries and have access to 5G if it's available and blah blah blah. So I got it, traveling around doing what they said to do, trying to use that service, live that life, right? And they were like, well, we're going to suspend it because you haven't been in the United States for months. Yeah, I know. That's why I bought the plan. And then they're like, well, you have to go back to the United States for at least 30 days. And I was like, fuck that, man. I'm not going back to the United States. And I'm talking to the chat person, and I'm like, I'm going to just cancel my plan then. And they're like, all right, that's the best course of action for you. You should go ahead and do that. And I thought to myself, man, what terrible customer retention. And I've worked in customer service, which I'm assuming most people have. It's just something you got to do in your life. And one of the things that you're taught to do is customer retention. I was expecting them to like give me another month or something, figure something out, and it was just ended, just done. So I got a eSIM. So the app that I'm using is called Airalo, and you get to pick an eSIM for whatever country that you're in, and buy as much data as you need. So we're in Chile for 1 week. So I got an eSIM, and I just got like 1 week, 1 gig. It's $5. So my goal is to see just how little I can get away with using. So that means I'm not using Google Maps unless I absolutely need it. I don't know, not doing anything, like listening to music, streaming music while I'm out and about. Just really trying to cut that out to see if I can get by with very little data. Fall no holes while you're vlogging. This is how I look at it. Okay, I can either be on Google Maps trying to search and find the perfect place to go and do all this research, look at reviews, all this crap, or I could just like go places. I can just show up, go to the place, try it out without any expectation, and just see where that gets me, Yeah, I really lost my train of thought back there. It was pretty busy. There were a lot of people and a lot of construction and a lot of noise. Yeah. Anyway, what the hell? Let me just drop that subject. Pretty cool parkways here. The city's big. I have barely seen any of it, but it's like there's just a lot. There's just a lot of space. It's freaking huge. These little parkways, they're like pretty abundant and they're wide. I went running through a few of them today. That was pretty cool. I think, is this a skating rink over here? It's interesting being back in a really busy, really dirty place. I was on my run this morning and this truck drives by me and just blows some exhaust on me when I'm in the middle of running. And there's a certain kind of attitude that cities like this give you, where it's like, oh, you think you're better than us? You're trying to be all healthy? How about this? And then they like spit out exhaust, or a car runs through a puddle and splashes you don't know what all over you. You gotta love that attitude about places like this, though. These are super cool. I wish in the United States you could find outdoor gymnasiums like this. I think they call them, I don't know what they call them in Spanish, but I would assume you would just call it a calisthenics gym. In Mexico City, some of these things had makeshift weights. They would fill up buckets with rocks and cement and put it in through a pulley and use those for strength training. But I love finding these things. I don't use most of them. I just pretty much use like that. Pull-up bars. I don't even know if this even is difficult to... It's like a lat pull down, and I think it's based on body weight, but that's not bad. Because it's your own body weight, but it's set up in such a way where it's not like I'm not lifting my entire body weight with one arm. It's not weak, it's not easy, especially for, people just getting into exercise, or the elderly. One of the small joys in life outside of the United States. Easy to find workout space. Great way to get outside. And haven't had a gym membership in a while. I just use stuff like that. Yeah, it's alright.